It is very important to know how to defend our master's or PhD thesis or dissertations, and how to have successful Viva, especially PhD Viva. After the completion of PhD or master's journey in completion of studies, especially PhD studies, it is a very challenging and important step to defend thesis or dissertation successfully and have very successful Viva. Actually, during thesis defense and Viva, researchers and students try to defend their work and try to show that they understand the real aspects of their work, and actually the work is their real work and the result of their efforts, and they are able to argue based on the results of their work, and actually they know and they're able to defend properly their thesis or pass the Viva. Based on my personal experience during my master's and PhD Viva or thesis defense, which I had very successful Viva and defense both for my master's and PhD, and also throughout the assessment of some other Vivas. I want to share a few helpful suggestions, points, and steps. The first one, you have to focus when you reach in the time of or timetable of thesis defense. You have to focus the exact event, and you have to focus on the process of thesis defense, and you have to read and review at least 2 times all of your thesis or dissertation, and you have to focus on slides and design of your PowerPoint slides, and you have to limit the levels and the numbers of your slides up to 25 up to 30. Actually, from 25 up to 30 slides are the best level and numbers of slides for thesis or dissertation defense or Viva. And also, it's better to put very important and key and PowerPoints in the slides, and prevent putting different kinds of information or rushing on putting information on the slides. When you start the real Viva or thesis defense, actually during thesis defense or Viva, there would be a committee, thesis defense committee, including your supervisor and main supervisor and co-supervisor or supervising committees. At least 2 examiners, one internal from your university and one external from another university and even from another country. And you have to be prepared to express or to share your findings and information clearly with them. When you start, you have to introduce yourself and also introduce your topic, and read the title of your topic and say welcome to the examiners to the Viva. And after that, start with focusing on the main topic and the main and big picture of your topic. You have to introduce the big picture of your topic in few sentences, and you have to say why you choose such topic and such title, because it's very important. And after that, it may take about 2 minutes. In about 3 minutes, you have to talk about the relation of your work with other different works, and also you have to mention the theory you used, some key points from literature review, and also methods and the methodological structure of your work. And after that, from 5 up to 7 minutes, you have to say something, or you have to share main findings of your work, very important findings, very clearly. And after that, you have to, about 5 minutes, you have to focus on your conclusion, and you have to conclude very clearly. And the most important thing, you have to focus very clearly on your contribution on the literature, what are your main and helpful and practical results, and also you have to suggest some works based on your research journey. And the main thing in the end of Viva, you have to focus on your publications. You have to mention your publications. And also during thesis defense, you have to consider the time limitations, because thesis defense or Viva has two main parts. The first one is a student's or researcher's part. He or she will introduce and explain the procedure of his or her work and findings, and it takes about 25 up to 30 minutes. And after that, the panel discussion will be started, arguments. During the arguments and panel discussion would be from 30 up to 60 minutes. When the panels ask questions, you have to listen very carefully. If the question is not clear to you, do not respond or do not answer. Ask again, because you have to be clear with all things, steps, and questions. And when you hear the question clearly, think twice to decide to answer very clearly the question, and try to answer short and just based on the question. Do not try to give more information or irrelevant information. And at the first, try to argue, and besides respecting the committee members, try to say as much as you want about your work based on the time limitations, and also try to defend your work and try based on arguments, try to show that the work is yours, your own work, and also you understood the, all aspects of your work, because this is the time you show to the defending committee or Viva committee or examiner that you are eligible enough to be awarded by doctorate or PhD degree or not, because at the end examiner committees will decide based on your thesis defense, or they will give you major corrections or minor correction, and even in few cases people fail. That's why it's better to focus on your work, design your slides wisely and very effectively with the limitation of 25 up to 30 slides, and focus on the limitation of the time, and focus on the main effects and main findings and main points of your work, and be and also try to increase your self-esteem and self-confidence, and defend your thesis confidently. I'm Dr. Abdul Qahar Sarwari. If you think such videos and information are helpful and you want to receive more, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.